Mexico is one of the most influential forces in the boxing world. Ranked as the second most dominant boxing nation globally, it has shaped the sport with its unique style.
Mexico! Here is Saúl Canelo Álvarez!
Idolized in Mexico.
Julio César Chávez.
He has fans everywhere. He's the Yankees and the Celtics.
Salvador Sánchez!
Staggering 95% knockout rate. Carlos Zárate hit much harder than anyone could expect.
But Mexico's influence doesn't stop there. Even in the US, the top-ranked boxing nation, fighters like
Titanic hook by De La Hoya.
Ryan Garcia!
Andy Ruiz.
carry Mexican roots, proudly embodying the grit and determination of the Mexican boxing style. This is why we came to Mexico, to learn what makes Mexican boxing so special. But the journey was anything but smooth, from struggling to find the right gym to the brutal heat and intense sparring sessions, including a broken nose and being kicked out of the ring. A test of will and power. This is our story, training boxing in Mexico. In that gym we are training at with Profe, he's really focused on building professional athletes, building professional boxers, and he wants to prepare the people who train there for fighting. So his training is really intense and it's really built towards competition. He wants to challenge you and he needs you as well to have a certain amount of discipline and focus for yourself already. As a professional athlete, you need those components for yourself. You can't rely on someone to always push and push and push you. You come, you start your warm-up with rope skipping, and then you just do footwork, head movement, defense movement, and then Profe just like comes towards you, or you can go proactive onto him and ask him like, hey, what exercise can you recommend me today? And then you just follow that lead. But there as well some days where you're more on your own for your training and you just stick to the basic in the training, the bag work, and through that just repetition, you see a lot of progress.
Yeah. You got me one as well. All right, let's get it.
Sepárense un poquito. 30 segundos. No más de 30 segundos.
She said she's my drill sergeant now. She's funny, man. So now she got a bike and I gotta run. Ain't that something crazy, guys? I gotta run in this heat.
Glowing. Sorry, I got out of your way. Need to get in the shade because the sun is no joke.
The heat and the weather was definitely one challenging component that made the training just so much more intense. We were already drenched after our 15-minute jump rope, soaked in water, and everything was soaked and wet in the gym. Then we had as well a lot of rain and storms, and it was sometimes hard just to dry your clothes from one day to the next, and to dry your handrails, and to come in the next morning with actually dry handrails. A lot of times we did not make it. We didn't have dry handrails in the next day because it was just not possible. We're living here in a really small room.
My legs, man. Killing me. Oh my God. Ooh.
Rocky made an insane amount of progress in our time here in Mexico. He threw himself into lots of different sparring sessions with guys that were taller and bigger than him, way quicker than him, and through that consistent practice and the different sparring sessions, he grew so much. For me, it was quite shocking when Rocky broke a guy's nose in sparring because, like, I didn't know that can happen in sparring. But Profer handled it so professionally, and he's just like, it's part of the show, it's part of the show, and it's part of boxing. A nose can get broken. For me, it was like, it's a lot of blood in the gym. I'm like, damn. Rocky really developed a lot of speed and a lot of power. Yeah, when he got kicked out of the ring in Cancun, that was one of the most craziest experiences I had because he knocked him down for the second time and then just everything went crazy. The other guys team stormed into the ring and they were all arguing in Spanish and they just pushed him literally out of the ring. I never saw something like that, and I saw it as well. They're banning him now from the gym. And now, as reflecting upon that event, I realized, okay, that guy he sparred, that was a prodigy, the boxing prodigy, and he really, really triggered there something that they kicked him out of the ring because he was kind of embarrassing him, knocking down the prodigy, the guy who usually knocks people out. Crazy. That was crazy, definitely. I would say in general, I get a lot quicker in my movements, but obviously there's still a long way to go to adapt to that Mexican speed and agility. Footwork started to pay off for me. In the beginning in sparring, I never knew how to move out of the way when a punch was coming towards me. And now I finally feel like I made that connection with my mind and my body, that I start to be able to move out of the way. And that's a big success for me.
You was holding your arm down. Yeah, there we go. Move, you know? Try to get on the side of him. Punch, punch. Uno, dos, tres. Yeah, the Mexican style and the Russian style is definitely, to be honest, we're supposed to be in Cuba right now. That was the plan. Yeah. But I learned some Cuban style from Juan, because he has a Cuban style. So I've been learning Russian style first, a little bit of the Cuban style with the switch hitting and cambio de guardia, and giro and switching the guard, switching the stance, rotating and stuff like that. But now here in Mexico, working on like defense, suave, technica.
When it comes to our physical transformation, we never try to lose or gain any weight. We're just training to become better and to become stronger and to have food that is a perfect fuel for that training. So that's our main goal at the moment. So our weight is always fluctuating a little bit around 2 to 3 kgs, but there hasn't been like any crazy changes.
Pro Fat Junior, mucho técnica, mucho fuerte. Boxing training paying off. Back looking strong. Running form looking good. My wife is a warrior.
We get stronger. and we can see the progress in our training. I'm 100% so glad that we came to Mexico and learned boxing here. I'm having the best time of my life training here in Playa del Carmen with Profer in the gym, pool boxing. It's just such a great vibe there. The community is great. The guys who train there are on a high level. They're really great and inspiring, and I can just learn so much. And as well as seeing Rocky's progress makes me so proud and happy, and that both combined is just really amazing.